Today I'll be showing you how to make henna, and the first thing you need is a good quality henna. This is Jamila henna, and in order to make sure that it's a good quality, you want to make sure that it has a stamp at the bottom, and that should also have an expiration date on it. And you also want to make sure that it's packaged well. So this has a plastic package, and there's a cardboard box, and then there's this plastic, the foil. So I'm going to cut open the foil. And you want to smell the henna and make sure that it smells, it's going to smell kind of grassy. And also the color should be a bright green color. It almost looks like color of spinach, but a little more like the color of peas. And this is what it looks like. And depending on the brand that you purchase, and again, it should be body art quality henna. This is pre-sifted, but sometimes you may have to sift it, so make sure that it doesn't have any twigs or seeds or anything like that in it. Okay, and this is just a simple recipe. Different people use different things. So what I'm going to use, this is pomegranate tea. It has a red color to it. And this is 2 cups, but I may not use the full 2 cups. So I'm going to put this in here, and that's still warm. And you're going to mix it. And you want to make sure that you use a bowl that's not metal. A plastic one is fine, because the metal may alter the color of the henna. Okay. Just want to keep stirring it up. And you want to get it to the consistency of pancake batter. Just going to continue to stir that. And the color is getting a deeper green. It's still kind of sticky, so I'm going to pour a little bit more in there because you want to be able to spread it on your hair. Okay, I'm just going to stir that a little bit more. Make sure I get it off the sides. Just going to keep stirring that up. And I can actually start to smell it, and it almost smells kind of like peas, baby food, and it's going to look like a baby food spinach kind of. And I'm also going to use some apple cider vinegar, and this helps to bring out the red tones. Some people like to use lemon juice or some sort of acid, like maybe even orange juice, but I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm going to use about a capful. I'm going to stir it up some more. Okay, and for some people, henna can dry out your hair, so you might want to use an oil. I'm just going to use extra virgin olive oil, and you may also want to use castor oil if that works well for your hair. So I'm going to measure it. I'm going to see what this looks like when I stir it. And that was probably maybe a 1/3 cup. And this is what it looks like. The oil is making it slippery, so it's slipping out. Okay. And And then also you may want to use some essential oil. This is lavender. You may want to use lavender for smell, or rosemary is very good. It helps stimulate your scalp. But I'm going to use a couple of drops of tea tree oil. That's about 3 drops. And I'm going to stir it some more. Then I'm going to add a little bit more of the tea, because that's getting kind of sticky. And again, I want to make sure that I can be able to spread it on my hair. So this is what it's starting to look like. It almost looks like a mud pie kind of. And then after you stir it, the last thing you want to do is just cover the top real well with plain plastic wrap, and then set this in a dry place overnight. And it's going to take about at least 3, maybe up to 12 hours for the color to set in the henna. And the way you know that the color is set is that it'll start to turn a different color. You can kind of scrape the top off and you'll see that the color underneath is darker. It may be a brownish color. And that's it for henna. And there's different things that you can do. There's no such thing as the different dyes like the blonde henna. Those things they have dyes that they add to those, and it may be harmful to your hair. But some things that you can do, if you want to have it a more browner tone, you can use paprika, maybe about a tablespoon of paprika in there, and or you can use a bay leaf. And if you use bay leaf, the thing you have to remember is don't put the bay leaf in there until about 15 minutes before you're going to apply the henna to your hair, because it only takes about 15 minutes for that color to set in. And you can also use black tea, or you can use coffee to make the henna a darker brown. And also, if you want a black, you can add indigo. But this is just my simple recipe for henna.